My name is David White. I'm the CTO of CardWare. We're an Austin fintech. We do R&D and financial technology, obviously. We do a lot of the key technology. But before I talk about what we do and what we're looking for, I want to just do a quick check. So how many folks got phished or scammed or text messages over the weekend? Raise your hands. OK, put down if you clicked on those. OK, good. All right. So now we know what they're after. They're after more money. But specifically, they're after our wallets and the card in the wallet because it has a fixed card number on it, by design, usable at any merchant, any number of times, anywhere. So of course, if you're successful at just 1 in 1,000, bam, instant money, free. OK, so we solved that problem. By the way, we've just launched our first app. It's free of charge, not a great business model, but it's on the web store, it's on the app stores. Go check it out, Card Plus Pay. It deals with this phishing problem directly with an application we call PhishGuard. OK, so I want to talk about revisiting the whole concept of payments and payment information. We did that with a technology we call SmartTokenization. And this is a rethinking of how payment cards should and could work to get ready for the internet age. So in essence, there's no real good idea to have fixed numbers and then rely on the merchant to take care of it, and somehow you can trust the merchant to do everything right. And this is not a unique problem. Many parts of the world have already dealt with this. In fact, if you've been to China recently, you would have seen WeChat Pay, Alipay. In India, it's UPI. All of these folks are using one-time QR code-based payments, which works great if you're online. And apologies to T-Mobile. But let's have a quick look at that kind of experience. Now, they can create a dynamic QR code, just as we can. The difference is that we, in the payment information, have encoded who that's from and the amount, and even who it's for, what location it can be used, how long it can be used for, and all the rest of it. So, of course, on my screen, on the Apple, I now see that this is William Newton for $25. Yeah, I approve that. So instant payment. As I said, fantastic. But we've got to deal with legacy payment rails. OK, and legacy payment rails means passing through existing, and in this case, you see a 4, which means Visa. And the numbers that are generated inside this wallet by SmartTokenization can also be made not just one-time use, like Apple Pay, but also more secure and regenerated. So when that phish guy comes after you, you don't need to worry about the numbers being stolen and reused. And then something really special, apart from location and limits and all the other stuff, I've now encoded this payment information for this merchant only. Which means not only can I store it card on file, right, which a one-time number can't do, virtual cards cannot do. In this situation, this merchant-limited number is only usable by that merchant, and if stolen, won't be usable by anyone else. Solving the data breach problem. OK, let's go buy something with that. So we're at a store. We're going to check out. And there you see the standard cardholder information. Here's our web applet, one tap, and bam. There's your legacy-compatible payment information for checking out at this merchant. Now, suppose that was my grandmother, and she didn't want to struggle with payment cards, but she wanted me to pay for her. OK, so we have there the Card Plus Pay button. That is 2 lines of code for a web merchant to put on their website, and 0 PCI or EMV compliance concerns, because the data, the payment information, is already pre-tokenized. So there's nothing to screw with, nothing to worry about losing. And in this case, she goes to click, and there's the QR code. Now, I'm going to pay for her. And that QR code could have been sent through email. It could have even been posted on Facebook. It's that simple. And I see now on my phone, specifically the merchant encoded for the shop for $35. And I'm going to pay because $35 is pretty cheap to keep my grandma happy. And we're done. OK, so that's backward compatibility. By the way, that transaction only cost 5 cents because it was running through FedNow. But here's something you probably haven't seen. So in this case, we're going to go beyond QR codes. And you just saw Google pay Apple through NFC-tap. I'm sorry, I didn't do that in front of the camera, so let me do it one more time. Bam. Instant payment, NFC, cross-device, cross-platform. Okay, so smart technology and smart tokenization enables a lot of great things. Specifically, I'm also showing here a point-of-sale system, like you might see in China, with a sort of standard checkout, with the kind of thing that you might expect. And sorry, let me make sure this is on the screen. There you go. Okay. Now we could check out here with NFC, and that's great. Or we could do it with QR code, and that's great. But remember, QR codes only work online. They need the internet to work. So now I'm going to do something special. I'm going to enable airplane mode. And forgive me, I didn't make my virgin sacrifice to the demo gods. So back to our app. We are now offline. And you paid. Okay, so, internet connections are great. The store probably has a hard line, but the people walking in with their phones don't. So come and check us out at the booth downstairs.